Power buttons on the back. Open up the door with a black latch. Get your Belmont kit tubing. It's in the anesthesia workroom on the second floor. Clamp all of these off but one. The one you're going to run saline through to prime. Two cannot be open at once because they'll backflow. Insert the blue arrow into the top. Follow the lines down, the larger tubing going across the larger blue line and the smaller across the smaller. This is the heating element. Red tubing at the top. Alright, there's a button that says open valve. You're going to push this. Like that. Watch your fingers. Then go ahead and kind of apply pressure and close that blue clamp. It's beeping because it wants you to prime. Spike it with the one you left open. All right, and then you just push the prime button. Starts to fill and primes the line. So you just want to continue to push prime until you see saline come out the end. Ideally, there should be no air bubbles in here. Alright. Once you see that, you can push stop. Hopefully by now blood has came from the blood bank. You close this clamp because we're done with the saline. You would spike the blood with this and open this clamp and then select your rate depending on the situation for the patient and provider preference. That's it. No platelets. No cryo.
Because you can't eat the platelets or cryo, is that it?
Huh?
Because you can't eat the platelets or cryo?
Yeah, so this does heat. It has that heating element in it, so. Yeah, but it's, somewhere there used to be a chart that said like, you know, how quickly you can infuse based off the gauge of your access. But you'll know if the access is too small because it'll start to alarm like
There's
too much pressure. Huh? Yeah.
Or back pressure.
And I mean, there is no exact chart of like patient blood pressure to you have to do this flow, right? It's like totally dependent on the situation. So you just use good communication with the provider and they'll let you know. But you can, this thing really gives out flow. Like you can give a lot of blood at once, so you'll know if you're giving too much. Like you have the pressure comes really good. So. Yeah, and central lines obviously work best for it. Best access there. So, but you can give it through smaller gauges. It's just.
What is the smallest gauge you can use? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I can't remember what it is. I mean, there used to be like a little chart on here of the flow to gauge ratio, and it's not on here anymore.
What's that on the bottom?
It's like, this is from the manufacturer, so that chart was like something that we made.
Okay.
Actually, no, it isn't.
There's one in the back.
Oh, is there a chart on sleeve? No, that's like a. Oh, no, that's the heat conversion for Celsius.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I know, I was looking at it before you guys came in here. Maximum achievable for it. Oh no, it is in here. So yeah, so the smallest, this says 22 gauge. It's like very little flow, and then yeah, and then you can look at the chart. And it gives two different charts for crystalloid and PRC. So, like I said, you'll know because it will get like very high pressure and it will say backflow.
Is there a way that you can move that chart up a little bit higher so you're not like bending down like the beach? You need to know?
I mean, not right at this second because it's like
no.
tied on there. But I mean, yeah, we could. There used to be one on here that was like little, like on a little ring, but I don't know where it went. But I think it is on the QRS code on here too. So, and there are little directions. It just says spike set and run it through the machine and prime it. So, yeah. And if you get confused, just start at the top and then work your way down if it gets tangled. Yeah, it'd be pretty difficult to put it in starting here and go backwards. So, yeah. Any other questions?